knife is so dull and scary. Let's go sharpen it. Hey, I'm Scott Peterson. I'm here with my good friend Peter, and we're gonna sharpen some knives. So, Peter, there's a few different ways, you can sharpen knives at home. I've got honing steel.
Okay.
Most people actually think this is a sharpener, but it's to hone a knife.
Okay. What's the difference between honing and sharpening?
So honing, you are straightening the blade out. Sharpening, you're actually taking metal off of it. You're grinding metal off of the blade.
So what are we going to do today?
We're going to do both. We're going to do a little bit of both. But first we're going to learn about honing, okay? So honing is extremely important to keep your knife sharp. If you hone correctly and you hone often, you shouldn't have to sharpen your knife any more than twice a year. Probably even once a year would be fine for most home cooks. And how you hone correctly is you need an 18-degree angle. And if you're just starting off honing, you might want to do it upside down just to keep it safe. Additionally, if you have a book of matches, you could tape the book of matches, one on each side of here, and you could practice that way. Okay, so we're going to have it at 18 degrees, bring it down, and as you're doing this motion, you want to keep your angle at 18 degrees across the entire blade. All right? Okay. I've been doing this a while, so I'm much more proficient doing it this way. If you're uncomfortable with that, this is a good way to start. Want to give it a try?
Sure.
All right. Pretty
good. Just bring it along?
Yeah. You can kind of go down if that helps. Downward motion.
And then around. Yeah.
Try to keep it the same on both sides. So if you do 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Okay. Hopefully the edge is nice and symmetrical at this point.
Yeah, it's feeling pretty sharp.
Yeah. So say we have a knife that has not been honed. What happens if you don't hone your knife is that the edge starts to curl, and it curls, and it curls, and eventually if you don't hone, it will just bend over on itself. And then, like that. Yeah! Then you have to grind all of that off to make it sharp again. So that's when we start grinding metal off, sharpening, using a sharpening stone, using another kind of sharpening tool, or taking it to your local cutlery, which is completely fine. Using a sharpening stone, I'm not going to lie, it takes a lot of practice.
It's a pro move, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to be dedicated in order to use this. So if you're going to use this, I would get an old knife that you don't care about and just start practicing, because you have to learn the motion.
Let's do it.
And the motion is kind of the same as the honing stone. We want a nice 18-degree angle, except this is quite a bit more critical because we're actually pulling the metal off. And then as you come through, you just have to keep your motion. So you're kind of rotating your body as opposed to your arms, because your arms will not keep that angle.
It's like golfing.
It is kind of like golfing. Yeah. It's all in the hips.
Only with knives.
Yeah, only with knives, which is obviously a lot more fun, right? So something like that. If you're not, there's nothing wrong with not doing this and buying a standard sharpener. It has 2 different grinding. One is coarse and one is more fine.
Okay.
All right. What you don't want is an electric sharpener. That's a way to ruin your knives really quickly. Okay. Takes a lot longer, a lot more effort to ruin your knives with one of these. You'll probably hopefully tire out before you ruin it. Okay? And these, really simple. It has the angle built in. Just run it right through, both sides, and that works pretty well.
All right.
Give it a shot.
I'm gonna go with the stone.
Go
here.
for it.
All right. So 18 degrees.
Yeah.
And then rotate.
Yeah. Not bad. Try to keep the knife the same angle all the way through.
Okay.
No, yeah, that was a good one. Here we go. Yeah. This kind of makes you feel like a robot.
Makes me feel like a real man.
Yeah!
And then this is just bringing it through.
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait to try this at home.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for the gun show, and we'll see you next time.